Al Horford, he's had a big last couple of weeks. He's had some big scoring games. But I want to ask you guys about the mental aspect. Fish, when you're sitting there and you've got a lot of kids, and we know none of them are afraid on either of these teams, how much does the calming and veteran presence of Horford do in a game like tonight?
It helps some to have a guy that's been through these battles and these wars before that can share his experiences. And like he said, really leading by example. The way his facial expressions don't change with good calls, bad calls, allowing himself to show too much emotion because he knows that all of his young teammates are looking at him. So that helps some. But like Smitty talked about earlier with Jason Tatum and some of these other young guys, the actual experience of playing in it is really what weighs the most. And so when you get excited thinking about the Celtics' future, this is a big part of it. Regardless of how much farther they go, these playoff experiences for first and second year players are going to add to two All-Stars coming back and a really bright future for this organization.
You know, I look at Al Horford, you know, all the coaching staff, I remember Lenny used to say, veterans don't miss assignments. And that's when you have a guy like Al Horford. Just doesn't miss that assignment. I mean, a guy might still score, but he doesn't forget to play. He doesn't forget the defensive assignment. So you have a guy like that and also can be able to tell you, and he's a guy that will voice his opinion. I just love having veterans because they've been through it. They don't miss the assignments when they're saying, my bad. Because as a player, I don't want to hear my bad. Not when we're in this dogfight, Fish. I don't want that coming to that huddle, my bad. I want Fish to say, it's okay. Or same with me. He scored, I contested, I was in the right spot. Great players are going to score. But that my bad, missing assignments, Al doesn't do that.
I always like when players come to the dark side when you get kind of the truth. We hear guys talk about the rivalry in the building and how long, let's go Blazers, Lakers here on, how long did it take you to hate each other?
You mean hate?
Not like in a real, okay, it's 2018, not in real life hate. You know what I mean? Come on, stop.
I'm just messing with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't want them to beat us. And that's the same thing. What else is there else, Casey? I mean, I think that's where you look at it. Throughout all the numbers, throughout all that, the Blazers did not want the Lakers to beat them, and the Lakers didn't want the same. And they were up 3-1, and we thought we had a chance. Yes. The referees cheated, Fish.
We're going to commercial, y'all. No, that's correct. It's all about winning and advancing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the other team is in the way of somewhere that you're trying to go. And so it starts to come out as though it's personal, but it's really not. So the fighting, the pushing, the technical fouls, I don't have to like you or love you personally, but I don't even really care about you. You're in my way of where I'm trying to go. And so if that means we have to come to blows sometimes, we have to push each other, we got to scrap, that's what we have to do because
I think Al said it best, right, Fish? We had played 4 games in the regular season, and then you started to get into that 11th to 12th game. We know all the plays.
You're sick of each other,
no,
right?
I would say that, but just saying I know to play for Fish. It's not about whether I can stop it or not. Well, I'm just going to try to run through that screen. Yes. Fish might be sitting and Fish saying, you're not just going to run through me. So it becomes that, okay. And then sometimes you go, hey, Fish, you ran through that one a little bit too hard. Yes. And then that's when you start to get the little touchiness.
You know, one of the things that it's a touchy thing to bring up, I think, maybe for Sixers fans, an underlying story we don't talk about enough in this series is that in Philadelphia, the Sixers fans are watching Markelle Fultz not play, and Jason Tatum, a guy that they probably could have had sitting on the other side as maybe the best player overall in this series. Has he outplayed Simmons? And do you think maybe Philadelphia wants a little bit of a do-over?
No, I think Philadelphia fans are fine with where their team is. But, you know, Jason Tatum and Ben Simmons have different roles. And so you can't say that Jason has specifically outplayed Ben, although Ben Simmons statistically has not produced at the level he had during the regular season.
Has he been the best player in the series?
Jason Tatum?
Tatum.
Yes.
Yep.
No question about that.
Yep.
I totally agree,
yep.
And I'm with Fish. I mean, also, they're different roles, different responsibilities Simmons has on Jason Tatum. I mean, but do you have to marvel at a guy? But I think also for Markelle Fultz, he's been injured. And obviously people are going to start saying you took Fultz, but I think you can't make that comparison until you give him a chance to play a full season. Just give Jason Tatum a lot of credit. What he's done, then have to change his mindset from he's going to come off the bench to starting, to I'm the 4th option, 3rd option, to I'm the #1 option right now. He's done a nice job.
I would say so. Look, kids, they're all right, for sure, on both teams.